Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable LAMBEAU Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at LAMBEAU Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Aaron Rodgers and this Green Bay offense fresh off that historic comeback over Chicago in Week 1. Look, it's the 100th season of Green Bay Packer football, and that was their largest fourth-quarter comeback ever. 17 points down. That was hard to believe, but what a comeback it was.
And as spectacular as that was, they'd like to never repeat it again.
That is true.
They never want to do that. Obviously, you don't want to see your quarterback down on the ground. Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and everyone, their hearts just dropped. Phenomenal what he did coming back in the second half. But that first half, Aaron Rodgers, 3 of 7 for 13 yards in the first half. That almost will never happen again. And Green Bay certainly hopes never to see those numbers in their lifetime.
His second half, though, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a miraculous Pack win. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
Out wide is Davante Adams, named an alternate to his first Pro Bowl in 2017. And how about this for a surprise? 22 receiving touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. That's the most of anyone in the NFL. That's right, anyone. Davante Adams taking advantage of opportunities.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Defense here for San Fran, and this is a team that's been waiting for DeForest Buckner really to bust out the former Oregon Duck, and he looked like a new man in the season opener.
2.5 sacks of Kirk Cousins announces his presence with authority, doesn't it? Had only 3 sacks all of last year, and he's really about 6'7", 6'8", so you wonder how he can play with leverage in the middle of the line. He bends so well, and now he's using that power, that frame. He's going to be hard to block all year long. He was active in the running game as well.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Shakes off the sack. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Eric Armstead able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Crosby puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Get a look at Jimmy Garoppolo as he brings San Fran onto the field. Tough loss in week 1, Charles. You had this game. What did you think of Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh, I liked him a bunch. I know the stat line had 3 interceptions in it. One of them to the rookie Mike Hughes from UCF, who returned it for a pick 6. But all in all, under duress, he was 15 of 33, 261 yards, and a touchdown. The rookie Dante Pettis showed a lot of poise, a lot of toughness. Kyle Shanahan, the head coach of San Francisco, he's got something special in Jimmy G.
First thing I said to you this morning was that pass to Dante Pettis. That was an incredible throw.
Backing away, all arm, and throws him open in the end zone, and Pettis reaches out and gets it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They run with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to LAMBEAU following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here's Breida, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Well, as Green Bay comes back onto the field here, one more nugget on that Week 1 victory over the Bears. We talked about the comeback, and it's their 100th year of football in Green Bay. But what's the stat that our guru Ed Brady passed along to you?
He says that the Packers were combined 0 and 111 when trailing by 17 or more points to start the fourth quarter in their storied history.
And that's hard to believe. I mean, you said storied. For all the wins they've had, I would have thought there was a comeback like that in there at some point, but there was not.
One would think that. I guess Green Bay would say, well, most of the time we were in the lead.
Good point. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Cobb was really good Week 1 in that win over Chicago. 142 yards and 9 catches and the game-winning score.
Yeah, 75 yards. That broke it open late. Allowed Green Bay to come back and nip Chicago almost at the buzzer. Seemingly on the trade block in the offseason. Many thought that his productivity had declined to the point that he wouldn't get back to his Pro Bowl level. Well, on Sunday night in the season opener, certainly seems like Randall Cobb has his old form back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now the Packers get set to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been all about the defense, just a lone field goal in that first half, and as a result, not too much available in terms of highlights. But that's okay. We've got a full half to go. And to bring it your way, let's get back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go play action here on first down. Airing it deep for Garcon. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Breida. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at LAMBEAU. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
319! 319!
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
Let's go, come on.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This for the lead in the final stages. And Crosby puts it through, and with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's caught by Garcon. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Garoppolo, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Morris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day. But I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
318.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score and win this game.
Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
They'll hand it off now, Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Throwing now is Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that